Hello. Today we're going to be doing our feature Mer-May with the lovely Raen, and she has provided this to our Facebook for absolutely free for a limited time. So if you want to get involved with this, pop over to Colour with a Canvas Facebook group and you can get yourself this lovely image for free. And we're going to be doing a neon and glow challenge. So neon and glow, what does that mean? Okay, so it means eccentric bright colors, and that will highlight and glow, shimmery colors, metallics, anything like that you can throw at it to make it neon or glow or both. So that's what we're going to be doing today, guys, is we're going to give this a go, and we can either do this over 4 weeks or we do it in a couple of streams. If we finish this early, then we'll do another image. Okay. Hi, Isabel. Hi, Sue. Hi, everybody just coming in. Hi, Abby. So, yes, that's what we're doing today. Quick sip of tea before we get started. Hi, Victoria. Hello. So, guys, I'm going to start coming on at 9 o'clock now because nobody's on at 9. So I'm going to start coming on at 9 o'clock now on a Thursday because it's a little bit better to come on a little bit earlier. And it means I can either do 9 to 11, or if we need to go over a little bit, then I've got until about midnight to go over. So I've got that to play with. My streams are normally about 2 to 3 hours. Hi, Maya. Hi, Gary. Hi, everyone. So yes, I'm going to start with this. I've got some Copics on the way, but whilst I'm waiting for the set, I did pick up one Copic just to go with the set. Been talking to Belinda, which, you know, me and her absolutely love using alcohol markers. I've used the Pro markers up until now and I absolutely love them. But I thought it's time to move on to the Copics because the fact is you can refill them, which is going to save me money in the long run, which is always a good bonus, especially when I use them that often. So because in the set that I've got this, I think it's set A, I think I've got. And in that set, there is some nice skin tones, but the one that Belinda uses probably the most, or she recommends the most, is the A000, the pink, the pale fruit pink. So I've got that in addition to the set. So I might use this as a base today. Who's just coming in? Hi, Sue. I don't know if I said hello, Sue. Hi, Sue, again, if I've already said hello, hello again. So, yes. Guys, I do have some little things to show as well. I'm just going to quickly go through them. Some of them are relevant for this. I did get some neon supply, especially for this as well. So I thought I could, you know, have a look at this. Hi, Heather. So obviously neons, when you think neon products, what do you automatically think of? Well, I automatically think of highlighters, you know, and Stabilos are probably the boss of highlighters, no pun intended. So yeah, we're going to be using some highlighters on this. Why not, you know? So we've got a green, a pink, an orange, and a lime yellow, lemon yellow. But also I've noticed that the highlighters are now coming into a pastel color range as well. So I picked the pastel range up also to give these a go. So I thought we'll try and use this actually instead of just for highlighting on, you know, words and things like that. We might use them on this, see what they're like. And these are only about just over £2 each, which to be honest is not that bad. It's quite good. No problem, Sue. Well, you have an absolutely lovely evening. So you enjoy yourself, and you can always catch later if you want to. If you want to rewatch this back, you're more than welcome to. It's nice that you're popping in. I did have these highlighters. These are quite cute. These are just they're not anything special highlighters. They're just, you know, typical normal highlighters, but they've got these little bears on them, and these are from Paper Chase, which is a stationery store in the UK. I'm going with you, am I? Oh, where we're going? Where we're going? Yeah, they are cute, aren't they? And I also picked up this set for about £4. I don't really have a lot of acrylic paints, but I saw these and I thought it was quite cool. These are only about £4 in Hobbycraft, which, if you're in the USA, it's known as Michael's. These are the Daler Rowney Neon and Glow. It comes with 5 neon colours. So you have a yellow, orange, like a reddish pink, magenta colour, green, and then you get an additional acrylic, which is a glow acrylic. So the idea of this is that it glows in the dark. So I thought we'll give that a go. But I'm only planning on using these at the very end as accents on the image. We also have these, which are neons. That's a bit dirty because I've used that. These are the Kumbeli watercolor paints by Mazart, which I also have a bigger set of, which are just here somewhere. Where are they? There they are. So that's the bigger set of them. Ah, that's okay. Hi, Dev. So these are the Mazarts that were gifted to me, and there's those lovely neons. They're just exactly the same colours from what I can see, but these are a full pan. These are massive. So yeah, that's the neons in there. You also got the metallics as well, some brights. Absolutely lovely watercolours. So that's those. We could use those. And these are by Mazart as well, so it's the same brand. And these are available on Amazon. And they're like a Japanese style watercolour. The last neons, obviously I've got neon pencils, like we can use them obviously. The other thing I thought I could use is we could use some neon colour 2s. There's some quite bright colours in here which you could layer up nicely. We obviously have loads of gel pens, which are like neon, metallics, that sort of thing. We also have, what else we got for neon? I think that's it, guys, really. It's just like other things like gel pens and pencils. So it doesn't have to all be neon. It just needs to, the challenge is to make it look like it's glowing. Or part of it's glowing at least. So that is the challenge. Hi, Susan. Hi, Robin. Have I missed anyone? No? I did actually buy quite a few things there, Abby, because I had to think to myself, what do I actually have that are neon? And I didn't really have any proper highlighters or anything like that. So I didn't even have highlighters, so I had to buy the highlighters. I bought them paints with the acrylic ones. And then I just remembered that I had the neon watercolors. So, and obviously, I think most people have gel pens, I'm assuming so. So, so yes, most people have obviously gel pens, which you know you can use. Most people have highlighters, so they're kind of like the everyday essential sort of thing. So yes, before I get started on the image, guys, I've got a few little things to show, which obviously came through. First of all, I just want to say thanks to Dev for gifting me these pencils. I've not actually, unfortunately, had time to fully swatch them out. I have started. I finished doing the wood collection, which is these here. This is the wood collection. But unfortunately, I've not had a chance to start the other ones. I was about to do the fire, but I got caught up in something else. But obviously, absolutely love the fact that they're in the box and they come through different element sections. You know, you've got your wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So these are all your blues and your purples, which are rather nice. Sort of a little bit similar to the Tombow, the way that they've arranged theirs, apart from obviously this is a completely different theme. So I am going to probably swatch them, and I'll let you know my thoughts on these when I've swatched them. I'll do a bit of a blend tester as well on them, see how they are, because they're supposed to be blendable. So we'll give them a test. Just a little sign came through for when I do manage to sort out the spare room into my art studio. So a little sign for the door, because obviously you have to be a little bit extra. My Mystic Art Mirrors books arrived today, and I've got all three. And I've been after these for absolutely ages. Came with a little cute envelope, which I absolutely love this cat here, with these you know, little scuba diving, old-fashioned diver's helmet. Some little cards that arrived in it, just like these little postcards of work that she's done herself. So that was quite a nice little extra. They are they're called Color, which is Colore. I think they're French. Hi, Holly. So yeah, every book she has signed. I'll do a quick flip because I don't want to spend all day flipping. These are double-sided apart from the newest book. So alcohol markers aren't going to work. Now, there is one problem with this book which I want to address for you guys. So if anyone's got the first colouring book, the Mer-May colouring book by Mystic Art Mirrors, this one, then there is a misprint in the book, and I found that myself has this issue, Anna has this issue, Nana does, Sammy does. So it's quite a few people, and we've all ordered them at a different time, and it's this double page spread. So when you put the spine down, as you can see, there's a misprint. It's, you know, it's like that should all meet up. She's got, obviously you can see our nose there and there, so it's a misprint. I've tried contacting the artist, but as of yet I've not had anything back. So I will update you once I do hear word back from the artist. But I am just suggesting that anybody who has this book, just check yours to see if yours is like this as well. So Holly, as you can see here, in here, you can see the nose and the mouth there, and the nose and the mouth there. So it's basically printed here, and then it's skipped and then started again. So it's printing error. Hi, Shelley. Shelley, this is the first book. So this is this one. So anybody who has this book, I would suggest that you go and check the book. And in the center, there's a double page spread, and there's a misprint that I found with not only mine, but for some other people as well. With some other people as well, which they've bought them a lot earlier than I did. So there's obviously a problem overall, not with just a particular batch. Just going to zoom out a little bit, guys. But yeah, other than that, the artwork is absolutely stunning. I love her style. Just going to zoom out, guys, so you can see the full book. I have Dev, and I'm going to get onto them in just a sec. Hold your horses. Maybe Gary, but I don't know if this is going to be... I'm not sure if colouring books are going to be a massive collector thing in the future. We don't know. I will advise you guys, there's a little bit nudity in this, so just to let you know, there are some boobies in here with nipples. So if you're offended, please look away. 1, 2, 3. And again. That one's cute as a little baby mermaid. The paper is really thick though, but I still wouldn't advise alcohol markers to just bleed through. Alcohol markers bleed through everything. So that's that. Really cute. And there's no issues with the next two, so there's no problems with those at all. So we got the second one, colour Mermaid and Friends. So from this one, they are translated into English. The first one's in German. I'll just go from back to front, just because it's a lot easier. Get some tester pages here. You do get some images from the first book in the back, just in case you haven't got the first book or just as double. It's kind of preview of the first book. So that was from there from the first book, and this is the current book from the actual book itself. So I like that you get mermaids, and you're also getting other mythological creatures as well. And that one is Mermaids and Friends. And then the brand new book, which is Fairy Tale Princesses, Fairy Tale Princess colouring book. So these are pretty much all sort of fairy tales that you know of. They've all pretty much been adapted by Disney, so they are very familiar. So again, from the back, this is the White Queen from Alice in Wonderland, Little Mermaid and Flounder. I believe this one is Moana, because you've got the it looks like a hibiscus flower, and you've also got the waves. So I believe and then you've got that necklace, which looks like the stone from the movie, the green stone. one. Who's this one? Guys, any idea who this one is? I'm just trying to think of it. Anybody know who this one is? I don't think anyone has any idea who this one is. If Anna was here, she probably would know. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Pocahontas. Queen, Evil Queen. Princess and the Frog. Sleeping Beauty. That's obviously Elsa from Frozen. Little Red Riding Hood. Sleeping Beauty again. Tinkerbell. Mad Hatter. Alice and the White Rabbit. Snow White. Another Alice. Another Mad Hatter. So there's a lot of Alice in Wonderland in this. The Red Queen. Cinderella. Queen of Hearts. Snow White again. And one of the dwarfs. Looks like Dopey. There's Belle and Chip. Ariel and Flounder. This is, what's her name? Oh, what's her name? From Brave. Merida from Brave. Rapunzel and Pascal. And then that's it, guys. So they're nice books. Keeping with the fairy tale theme, this also came in today from Amazon Fairy. We have, I'm just going to move this camera a little bit. The amazing brand new Thomas Kincaid Disney Princess coloring book, and it is it's quite massive in regards to size. It's about A3 size. It's got a solid back cardboard cover, and I got it for a steal for the price, considering its recommended retail price on pre-order was $12.99. I think I got it for about £6. So I got a deal. It flips up like this. Dev, don't be telling everyone about our personal life now. I'm telling you. That's between me and you. I just got on Amazon, but I went through Buy New and looked at the different prices from different sellers. So here we've got Snow White dancing in the sunlight. The details are very intricate. There's a lot of line work here. It looks like it's a base for a painting, which obviously Thomas Kincaid paintings are very intricate. So there is going to take quite a lot of layering and detailing and a lot of work to put into this. But once they're done, it'll look absolutely stunning. But it's much better compared to, say, the first one where it was a lot smaller. So therefore the details would have shrunk down and it would have been very, very detailed. Now it's not so bad with them being an A3 size. It is intricate, yes. Got Aladdin. The paper's quite nice as well. We like nice paper. Another, there's Beauty and the Beast falling in love. And you've got all like the characters from it pretty much. And as you look, you'll see other little details around. You've got a random fairy here, which I don't recall seeing fairies in Beauty and the Beast, but hey ho. It can be a bit intimidating looking at it because there's so much detail, but I think you're only going to, best thing to do is just dive in and give it a go. Now this one's a little mermaid thing, and I spent absolutely ages trying to find all the characters, and I couldn't find Sebastian. And it turns out that Sebastian's actually here, but he's been cropped out. So he should be there. So when you look at the back, you can see the coloured versions, and Sebastian's actually here, and you won't just see his little claw, which is a shame. Cinderella wishes upon a dream. Pocahontas. Snow White just covers the cottage. Tangled. Now this would be absolutely gorgeous colour deck. I can all these lanterns glowing. And out of all the newest Disney classics, I would say Tangled is probably my favourite. I was speaking to Anna before, and so I was saying like Moana and Frozen are good, but they have sort of lost the old traditional Disney vibe that we're used to when we were younger. And I think Tangled and Princess and the Frog kind of kept that vibe. And the vibe that I'm talking about is that, you know, Disney as we knew it as a kid was very campy, and funny. And so yeah, that's what I was referring to. So I think Tangled's probably the last traditional sort of Disney story without it being modern. Sleeping Beauty. I'm probably just babbling now. Yeah, sharp pencils. You could use markers if you wanted to. You could, you know, because it's single-sided, you just put something behind it. You could wash this down with markers or watercolor, and then put pencil on top. That might make it easier and less work. You could also you could paint on it if you want. Some acrylics or something. Posca pen. You could use gel pens as well on this. You know, like jelly roll pens and things like that. All sorts. I don't like using a mix of things, so you could use a mix of things. This is supposed to be the Little Mermaid 2. fine liners as well, yeah. Hi, Joey. Yeah, watercolor pencils, Inktense, things like that. They would be great. The Princess and Frog, another great one. Beauty and the Beast dancing in the moonlight. The Little Mermaid falling in love. We've got Sebastian on this one. Tangled Up in Love, which I love this one. It's great. This one's quite close up as well. So, and here it's not as detailed, but then obviously you've got all this tiny detail here. Mother Groffle, which is a fantastic villain. I love her song, Mother Knows Best. And you've got that little cute man, which is absolutely hilarious from the film. Which I don't know if you can see because it's a bit. There he is, yeah. There you got Mother Groffle there. I'm not really interested in the comedian finalists, Maya. The only reason being is because I'm not really been that fussed with anything that comedians brought out. So I'm not in any particular rush to try them. Just I think as a whole, they've just not really interested me as a brand. I have messaged in the past to maybe see that send a sample so I can try and see if I can be converted, but it's not really materialized. So yeah, this one is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So this is dwarfs in the the gold mine, and then at the back you get the coloured versions that Thomas painted himself. So you get to see these. You can use these as inspiration. Absolutely stunning. So absolutely brilliant. And you'll probably only ever see them on Thomas's paintings and Disney related stuff. You'll probably only see Disney up until Tangled. You won't see anything. You won't see anything on Brave. You won't see anything on Wreck-It Ralph. You won't see anything on Frozen. You won't see anything on Moana. And that's because unfortunately Thomas actually passed away 7 years ago. So this is just obviously an honor and celebration of his work up until his passing 7 years ago. But he was absolutely talented person, absolutely brilliant. So that is Thomas Kincaid Studios, Disney's Dreams Collection, Disney Princess Coloring Book. So that is that. So that is it, guys, apart from what Devon reminded me before. Got this little pencil case here, this ice cream pencil case. And it's Sammy enabled me to get this. It's like a 3-way zip. So it has all my little essentials in here. So my gel pens, blender pencils, razors, fine liners, a sharpener, all things like that. Poscas, just things I need on hand, biros, all that sort of thing, and all that sort of good stuff I keep in here. And it just saves me from having them in jars and things like that. Easy storage. Hi, Sky. Hi, Connie. So Dev was absolutely a gentleman, and he bought me the Sakura Jelly Roll 24 set. And in there you get different jelly rolls from the different ranges. I'll just pick them out for you. So these ones. So the ones that you get most of is these ones, and these ones are the Jelly Roll Sakura Which ones are these? These ones, I think these are the Stardust ones. Yeah, these are the Stardust ones that you get. And then you get an original white as well. These ones are the neons. Hi, me. So they're neons, we can use those. And these are the metallics. So very, very nice. So Stardust, normal white, metallics, glitter metallics, and then neons. So quite a nice collection there. So thank you very much, Deb. Secure jelly rolls are always nice to have, and they're very, very good quality. And these are available on Amazon. And I got myself a little Tombow eraser pen. And this is pretty much the essential tool to have in your little collection. So let's get on with the colouring, guys. Just want to see what I've been working on first. So this was provided by Colour in Heaven magazine as a subscriber special. If you subscribe to their mailing list, they give you a PDF download. So I've been working on this absolutely cute, adorable little fairy. And I was watching, and since obviously all the Disney stuff that I've been looking at, she reminds me of Rapunzel from Tangled. So I've done it in Rapunzel-esque sort of colours. So yeah, that's what I've been working on at the moment. I'm pretty impressed how she's looking. Oh, it's all right, Animal. Hello, welcome. Hi, Loretta. So this is by Christine Curran, and it's not yet released. It is just being exclusive for Colour in Heaven subscribers. But from what I know, because Shelley does admin for Christine, she's told me that this will be released after the Colour in Heaven contract is finished, which I think is going to be about November time. So that's what I've been working on at the moment. What I used was a alcohol marker based on the skin with the Pro markers, and for that I did a, let's have a look. I did soft peach and pastel pink as a base, and then I went over the top with some polychromos pencils, and I've done that for the skin. Eyeballs, obviously I've done like a ivory color, and I've went in there and put some of the veins in the eyes as well to make them look 3D. I also used different pencils for the hair to make blonde, mostly polychromos. But the rest of it that I have used was actually the Sargent art pencils, and they're very soft and creamy. I do like those so far. So good. So I've just got the rest of it finished now. It might be, Connie. You have to be registered to their mailing list as well. So not only do you need to be a subscriber to the magazine, you also have to be registered to their mailing list. So if you have registered to receive mail from them and notifications, then if you haven't received it, then do check your junk mail as well. So that was that. I've been enjoying covering that past couple of days. Oh, thanks, May. That's very nice. So that's that. So yes, now we'll just go on with our colouring. So how is everybody? How's their day been, and anything exciting? Please share. We all like a nosy. Hey, Shara. So guys, for the base of the skin, I'm just going to try out the Copic E000. So let's try this out. We're just going to use this as a base. Okay, quite like the brush. I think if Belinda was here, she'd be very proud. It'd be a proud moment that I'm using a Copic marker. Quite a nice colour, actually, for a base of skin. Oh, no, you'll do amazing. I know you've already printed it out ready, haven't you? So yeah, this image is by Raen Art, Raen, and she's kindly given this image to us for free. So if you want to have a go at the Neon and Glow Challenge, which I am hosting, it is available on my Facebook group, Colour with Canvas. So if you pop over to there, if you're not a member, just request to join, go over to events, and then there's a link in there with the Dropbox links to the image. And it's only available for 2 weeks, and then it's no longer free. Also, Rain Art has kindly exclusively given us a 50% off her entire store by using the code Mer-Mazing. And that information is in the description as well. So if you want to go and have a look at that, the code is in the description, which is Mer-Mazing, and use that at the checkout, and then you'll get the anything that's by Rain Art with her colouring pages, you get those half price. Which is fantastic. And she's very, very talented artist. What paper do you use, Charlotte? This is the Artway flat white paper. I got it from Amazon. It is £24.99, but that's for 400 pages. So it's quite a lot. You're getting quite a lot of pages for your money. And it's actually designed for art materials. It's not just like your office paper. It's designed to take art materials. It has got a bit of a texture to it on the top, so it's got some tooth. So it really picks up your pencils, pastels, charcoal. It takes anything like that. But I also use markers on it with no problem. And I absolutely love the paper. It's made from 50% recycled coffee cups, which is quite nice to know that it's from recycled produce. They are a UK-based company, so if you are in the USA, it might be a little bit more expensive for you to receive it compared to the UK. So I tend to use this, and I also use Kelly O'Gorman, which is another colour and book artist. I use her paper as well, but she's also UK-based. Hi, Morticia. Hello. Yeah, they are. I'm really enjoying the brush on them, and the ink quality seems really good. And the fact that we can refill them is absolutely superb. It's going to save money in the long run. And you don't have to go out and get a full set straight away. You can buy singles. So if you want to just go out and with whatever you can afford, just get a few markers at a time of colours that you think are essential to your collection, and then build them up that way. Because when it comes to markers, you don't need every single colour. You don't have to have every single colour. Just get the colours that you think are going to be essential to your kit. So for me, skin colours are essential because I do a lot of skin tones. And that's where I was using up the most with my pro markers was skin tones, and having to throw out a marker each time and then get a new one. It was not only a waste, but it was just more cost. Where yes, the markers for the Copics are a lot more expensive initially, there's double the price. But when you do buy the refills, they're about £7, and you get about 7 refills in a chow from refills. So that's a pound a refill. That's really good value for money. And again, I forget the ear. I always forget the ear. So that is the base down. Welcome back, Holly. Now, pencils. What pencils? I think for my skin, I'm gonna keep to my trusty polychromos because I do like those. For the skins, I like using those more so than the Prismas. So I'll use those because I can layer more with these without it blooming as much. Hi, Anna. Anna, we're just going through the Happy Meal before, and we're going through the Fairy Tales book. We were going through the Fairy Tales book, and there was a princess in there that we didn't know who it was. And I initially said, I bet you Anna knows who it is. So whilst you're here, Pet, let's have a look. See if you know. Who's this princess, Anna? If you've got to think what a princess it is, then obviously it's I think nobody can guess it. It's not Pocahontas. Pocahontas is in the book already. She's that's Pocahontas. So as you can see, you've got the White Queen, Ariel and Flounder, Moana. We don't know who this is. Say what again, Nana? Pocahontas. Evil Queen. Princess and the Frog. So that's Fiona. Is it Fiona? No, it's not Fiona. I'm thinking Shrek. Tiana. Sleeping Beauty. So that is Aurora. Hi, Nana's sister-in-law, Elsa from Frozen. You've got Little Red Riding Hood. Aurora again from Sleeping Beauty. Tinkerbell. Mad Hatter. Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Snow White. Alice. Mad Hatter. Red Queen. Cinderella. Queen of Hearts. Snow White. Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Ariel and Flounder. Merida from Brave. Rapunzel and Pascal. So I've got no idea who that one is. I don't know, could it be Tiger Lily? But I don't know why Tiger Lily would have this crown. She would have feathers. Got no idea who it is. So anyway, is it Jasmine? It would seem strange that Jasmine wouldn't be in the book. It could be Jasmine, but the crown doesn't really say Aladdin, does it? Could be. Who knows? Yeah, Jasmine would have had the tiger, which would have been an awesome image, actually. So I'm just going to go over the top with some pencil, just with the darker shade first. I wouldn't even say Jasmine has a crown. It's more like a headband. Now, my aim's not to finish this in one go, so it will be over a few streams since Raen is our feature artist, and that 50% discount is available until the 31st of May. I know it's going to bother me as well. Yeah, I've just changed that, hun. I'm just getting used to the new light here. I've got a new light set up here. I'm just getting used to it. Just going to put a littlest, like lightly put a little bit of blue on the shaded area on top, because obviously she's in the water. So has anybody got any nice weekend plans? I'm meeting up with my cousin tomorrow. I haven't seen her in a while. We're only 2 years apart, so we grew up pretty much like best friends. So I'm going to see her tomorrow. We're going to go for lunch and catch up. Quite nice. I don't know if it's Anna, because Anna wouldn't have braids, would she? And it's got very, it looks like what's the word, like tribal, or like the tassels and things like that look quite tribal. I would say, is it tribal? Yeah, like a tribal sort of thing. I'll have to ask the artist when she gets in touch with us about the first book. It's not Pocahontas. Pocahontas is already in there, and they look very different. Athena. Isn't Athena more like a god? Unless it's Belle, but obviously you're kind of saying about the rose. Maybe Belle is later on. I don't know. We don't know. Oh, it's not Tiana. Tiana's already in it earlier with the frog. Broadback Mountain. What do you mean, me? My group is Color with Canvas, so it's just the same as the YouTube name. It's Color with Canvas, Color with a U. Here's the link to Raen's store. If you use the code Mer-Mazing, you'll get it for 50% off up until the 31st of May. Guys, I'm just going to move my light in just a second. Yeah, I think that's much better. You can see what I'm doing now. See, it's just playing around, getting used to new toys, isn't it? Yeah, thanks, Heather. It's just, as I say, I've just getting new equipment, so I'm just getting used to it. So I'm just trying to figure out what's the best angle for this lighting. So I've got lighting coming on over from the right-hand side of the room already. So I thought, well, change it over to the left and we might get a better view than we have. How long ago was that, Dev? How long ago was that? All right. How long ago was that? It's by Raen. If you go over to my Facebook group, Morticia posted a link just above about a minute ago, and it's a free image until I think it's about another week left. And you can take part in the Neon and Glow challenge. There's some people who have already finished this. You want to have a look for inspiration. So pop over there and join us. In my group, I used to do a lot of free images, but it was getting a bit too much. I mean, obviously with other groups doing a lot of free images as well, we were getting a lot of people just collecting the images and not coloring it. And plus the fact that they were just so widely available, images just weren't being purchased. So what I've done is I've now stopped the amount of free images that we supply with collaboration with artists, and as a benefit to them, we do features where if they're willing to give an image, then we always just suggest that they do a discount rather than giving it for free, and then we'll do like one free one ever so often rather than all the time because it sometimes just gets a bit overwhelming. And it's also best to support the artist as much as possible. Obviously, they've got to put food on their table as well. Excellent. Brilliant, Holly. I can imagine Gary. You know what, guys? I absolutely love how, you know, your guys just come in and you sit and watch me colour and listen to me babble, and you just have your own conversations going with everyone, you catch up. Even if you've, been in most of the streams all day with other hosts, it's nice. You just like hop onto the next stream, support them, and continue your conversation so that you're supporting each other as well, which is absolutely fantastic. That's why I love this community. Thanks, Matisha. Yeah, Dev's going camping in a couple of weeks' time. Oh, that would be good. And it'd be nice for the boys to get away and explore. We used to do camping a lot when we were younger, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. Got out the house and got to explore different places, and really got to see our own country a bit more, appreciate it. Um, Learned a bit of our own history and met other people, and it was good. I'm leaving. I'm leaving dots here because I'm going to be using a different pencil, which is lighter. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tess. Nice to see more people dropping in. Hello to anybody lurking as well, watching away in their own time. You're more welcome here as well. It's nice having you guys. Okay, so let's get a lighter colour. Should we use a cream? A dark or a light background? Good question. Well, we are going to be using neons and things like that. So, maybe we could make it dark here and just light. So it'll be dark around the edges, and then it'll be glowing a bit lighter here. So probably can go from a black or a dark blue into a mid blue, and then maybe like a dark sandy color or here, and then you've got the glow effect. So you have like different sources of different color lights. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. That cream's way too yellow. Yeah, I'll see how I get on, Linda. Just see what happens because I can plan these things, and as I colour them and get on, I'll start probably see. I normally tend to change my mind, and I'll just go with the flow, as they say. I think the problem is if I start with a plan, yeah. So if I start with a plan, then I'll have an expectation in my mind, and therefore, if I finish and don't meet that expectation, I'm disappointed. If I don't have a plan and I don't have any expectations, and I just go with it creatively, then I'm probably more than likely to be surprised by the result. If that makes sense. I still need to start the body color thing as well, but luckily the image that we're doing is not a big image, so it won't take too long. I could probably do it in a couple of days. So I'll probably end up doing it last minute, knowing me. It's always what happens there, Linda. You start with one idea, and then as you go with it, you actually go, oh, actually, I think I prefer just doing it like this, or always changes. It's just part of the creative process, and I've learned that over the years with my own art and being at art school. You shouldn't really go in with. You can go in with an idea, but you shouldn't really go in with an expectation, because you should really just go in and let the creative process happen, and that's what tends to give you the good result. Where is my ivory? There it is. You've just got it. Fantastic. Yeah, we use ivory. Ivory's much better here. Plus, with backgrounds, I tend to, if I've got a certain thought process of how I definitely want a background, I'll do the background first, and then I'll do the center image, and then I'll make the center image complement the background. But if I don't have a set agenda for the background, I'll do the center focus point of the image first, and then get that finished, and then see what goes best with everything that I've done so far. Because I can probably say I'll do this, that color, that color, that color, and that color, and then when you do it, it looks all disjointed. Hi, Song. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love coloring skin. I've just had loads of practice with it, and I like building up the colors in it. Eventually, I would love to have the full range of polychromos because I think out of all the pencils, I think polychromos are absolutely my favorite. The ones that I tend to go to the most. Um, they're just absolutely lovely to blend. You can layer them and layer them. They're just my go-to pencil, really. So if I had to pick one set of pencils to use for the rest of my life, and I wasn't allowed to use any other pencils, then I would just use polychromos. Oh, thanks for dropping in, Heather, and thank you so much for the compliment. Enjoy the rest of your evening, hon. Hi, Isabel. Thank you. You're only 15 pencils away. That's brilliant. You can get the singles from the Color Pencil online shop, which Emma runs, another artist, and she does the singles, and she does them quite a good price as well for the polychromos. There's an art store in Newcastle that I like to go to when I do go to Newcastle. It's called Details, and they do the polychromos pencils singles, and they're about £1. I think they're only about £1.40, which is the cheapest I've ever seen for a single pencil of polychromos is £1.40. And I think Emma does them on Colour Pencil Store as well for 140. So worthwhile having a look if you get a chance. Yeah, people, no drama in the chat, please. What we're here for, people. We don't bring drama to your stream, so don't bring drama to mine. Hi, Belinda. Make sure you've got yourself on live chat, people, so you can see what everyone's saying. I don't even think I didn't even see what you said, Gary. I just saw capitals and whatnot, and people saying, drop the subject and things like that. So when I saw that, then obviously I know something's kicked off. So please don't, people. It's not what we're here for. This is supposed to be an enjoyable, relaxing thing to do. Something creative. Let's not add stress to it when it defeats the whole point of what this is about. Awesome. Belinda, you missed before. I used my only Copic marker as a base. So I tested out this one because I'm still waiting for the other one to come away from Japan. And I actually really liked them. Liked using the marker, so it's really good. I like the brush on it as well. It's very sturdy. Didn't break. It didn't leak. It didn't bleed throughout the paper. Oh, thank you guys. That's right, Chara. That is right. Well, that's fine as long as that's all right then. So I didn't really see what was going off, but as long as everyone's all right, don't want anyone upset. Everyone's welcome. I think we're going to take a cuppa break. Have a cup of tea or a coffee in a sec. Yeah, B, you told me. I was saying before, you probably have like a proud mother moment when if you saw us using the Copic, like a proud mother. So guys, I'm just going to blend this out and then we're going to take a break. Hey Helen, just got back from the doctor. Is everything all right? Did everything go okay? I hope so anyway. I think he's just lurking, Sky, at the moment. His own little world. Eyes, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it's not always a bad thing. You know, at least if you're gonna go and get them done, then they'll be able to find out for sure that everything's okay. You know, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's always good to be sure. Brenda, she needs it. We all have to send some. Send what, Abby? What's up? Ah, yes. You cannot do that, mate. No, not at all. One, I won't let you, and two, you will be letting people. You'll be letting the. You'll be letting others win. I just say there's enough room for everyone in this community, regardless whether you know who you are, what your background is. There's enough room for everyone, and not everyone's going to see eye to eye. Not everyone's going to be friends with each other, but we just all have to learn to accept each other. Hi, Desiree. Exactly. So if some individuals don't see eye to eye, then they don't have to bother each other. You know, it's but just obviously accept each other's existence and just go your own paths and do your own thing. Regardless of that, you know, I think everyone deserves happiness. Everyone deserves a good shot in life and success in their life because for all we know, we only get one, you know. And life's too short to hold grudges. Bye, Suze. Thanks for dropping in, honey. Yep, so who's doing the image for Mer-May? Who's taking part in Mer-May? Good question, Loretta. Good change. Let's change the subject. Well, me, that's just, you know, he said, she said, and to be honest, it's not needed, regardless either side, what's true, what's not. It's, you know, it's not needed. And personally, if I was in that situation, I would just not even bother entertaining it or get involved. I would just get on with my own thing and just focus on my own stream and my own followers and you know, and all of that would just fade away eventually into the distance. But I think if people pay attention to it and give that attention, regardless on which side it is from, but if you give attention to it back, then you're just feeding it, and it'll just continue and continue and continue. Whereas if you don't give it attention, it'll just eventually go away. Sky, I'm using Polychromos, so the Faber Cristal Polychromos pencils. I originally got the 36 pack, which comes in this box, and then I've just bought singles on top. Mostly skin colors I bought on top. So they're probably my favorite pencils, I would say. They are absolutely lovely. Right, guys, cup of tea time. So let's take 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. Get yourself a cup of tea, a drink, a refreshment, whatever it is that you'd like, or a toilet break. Let's take 5 minutes and let's get refreshed. All right, so back in 5. Hey, Shadow. Hey, Shadow. What do you want? What? Want some biscuits? Alright, here's your biscuits. There you go. Right guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Got the Veil Grey and ready to continue. You think Shadow's got a quiet voice? He's got a bit of a squeak, hasn't he? He's got a bit of a squeak. He's such a big softie. And that's probably because when I got him as a kitten, I used to cradle him like a baby. And that's what he is. He's just a big baby. Yeah, if I go on my phone, Shadow will just jump on my lap and knock my phone out of the way. Right, okay, so I'm trying to find my Derwent blender. I've got a Lyra one, Splendor blender, but I don't know what to think of Splendor blender at the moment. I don't know if it's because it's too sharp. Oh, yeah, it's like a slang. Say I could murder such and such means that you're like really craving something. Hey Shadow, was that nice? Was that nice? No problem, B. Enjoy. So I'm gonna let Shadow back in to see his dad because he's having supper. Shadow, come back in. Hey, go. Bye. Now he's came back in here. Right, okay, so I'm gonna go over that. I think for the blue bit, I'm going to have to use a Prisma. Hi, Pat. So I don't like mixing pencils because you can achieve sometimes much better results by doing so. So, for example, I like using polychromos a lot with skin, but sometimes if you want to have a disconnecting color on top and you've done all your layers, then sometimes your polycolor will not go on top, your polychromos, sorry. So using because it's an oil pencil, so sometimes using a wax pencil on top gives it a contrast and makes it a little bit easier to glide on. Doesn't look like much at the moment. You're probably thinking, what is he doing? He's ruining it. Just bear with me. Shadow. Shadow's being mischievous. Night, Gary. Thanks for dropping in. You don't stop apologizing. You haven't spot anything. Gary, stop apologizing. Get to bed. Go to bed. Bye, Sky. Thanks for dropping in, honey. I'll see you again soon. Night, me. Good night. Thanks for coming. I'm almost done with the skin anyway, so once I've done the skin, then that'll be part one. And then part two will focus on the jellyfish, get the glowing done on the jellyfish, and then we'll know what to do with the rest of it. So I'll just add a bit more blue. Hey Beth. No problem, honey. Enjoy. Thanks for dropping in and thanks for moderating. I'll speak to you tomorrow, hon. Have a good night. What are you doing? So what I'm doing here, guys, I'm just slightly adding very little pressure and just doing a little squiggle, just to give like a watermark, like a layer of water reflection onto the skin. Because when you obviously if you're underwater, you're not going to be fully just skin color. You are going to have bits of blue showing from the water. No problem, Matisha. I'll see you later. If we're finished, in the by the time you get back, then thank you very much for helping out. Okay, and then get the blender again. You just want it to be subtle. I think with blender pencils, you have to wear them down. So if they're a sharp point like that, then they're going to be scratchy. So if you wear the point down, you will get a better blend. Just something from Sammy's channel before. She's saying the Prisma blender she thought it was too scratchy. Now this is the Prisma blender, but I found that once you wear it down, wear the point down, then it's actually quite good. And I find that on most blenders anyway. I probably will say the Dirt one is a bit better in its performance, but they all pretty much get the job done. So how's that looking, guys, so far for the skin with the watermarks? Oh, a bit of carrot cake. Oh, no, I'll be down. I'll be down tomorrow. I'll be down tomorrow. Bless you. I do like a carrot cake. I did marry one. I married a carrot top. Oh, nice. Um, So yeah, guys, after the bit of disaster of last week's, sorry, on Monday's stream with the colouring, I will say it's nothing to do with image. Image is absolutely fantastic. I'm probably going to recolor it again at some point, just once I get a spare moment to catch up on previous work I've got to finish off. But it does go to show, guys, your paper is very, very important in comparison to also what you're using materials wise. And it's just unfortunate the paper that I used, I thought it was the same paper as the Kelly O'Gorman one, which I normally use as well. And unfortunately, it was mixed in the pile and it was just a normal cheap card stock. And it was so smooth, it just was not taking any of the pigment down properly. So it's always good to test your mediums out on the paper sample of what you're going to use first. Obviously, I've learned that the hard way. But I'm using the Artway paper, which is my most trusty paper, and I have got some of the Kelly paper left in a new pack, so I will just use that because I know that's not mixed up with any other paper. But the Artway is absolutely fantastic as well, so that's my current favorite at the moment, is one of the two. Oh, bless Nana. So yeah, guys, if you do want to have a go at this image, if you go over to my Facebook group, which is color, which is spelled the English way with a U, color with canvas, and then you may need to request to join if you're not a member, and then go into the events section. There's a Dropbox link that's available for another week, and then you can get this image for free to take part in the Neon and Glow challenge. And then it's after next week, I think it's going to be no longer free, and you would have to pay for it to take part. Also, as well, there's 50% off Raen Art's entire store until the 31st of May using our very exclusive discount code, which is Mer-Mazing. So use the code MERMAZING and you'll get 50% off Raen Art's colouring pages and bundles. So definitely check out her Etsy store. It's fantastic. Her work is brilliant. If you like this image, I'm sure you'll love the rest of her work as well. I'll just put that link back in for you now, guys, just so you have the link. The paper is Artway. So it's ARTWAY, flat white paper. And it comes in a range of sizes of A4, A3, A2, and A1. That's how we measure our paper. So A4 is it's very similar to what you call letter paper sizing. I just think letter might be a little bit smaller, just on a little the tiniest bit. Right, guys, so you're welcome, Shara. So guys, I'm going to leave it at this because we've just gone over the 2-hour mark. So this is part 1 of the Feature Thursday Mer-May edition. So next Thursday, we're going to continue with this image. We're going to do the jellyfish, get the fish tail done, and mermaid tail, get all the accents done, and then we'll do the background last. So we'll focus on the jellyfish and the tail, and then we'll go from there. Oh, thanks, Dev. So thanks so much, guys, for joining, and I'll see you next. I'll see you on Monday for our next Magic Monday Mermaid edition, and that's going to be, I think I've got the image. Just 2 seconds, guys. I think I printed it. Not printed it yet, guys, but it's going to be the I think how to pronounce it. Rosie Mama, I think it is. Isabel Rosie Mama. It's going to be her mermaid image. We'll do that on Monday, and then we'll continue this on the Thursday. So Monday, 8 p.m. GMT, Thursdays, 9 p.m. GMT. So thanks for joining, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.